Okay, guys. So here we go. Was like an absolute shocker for me. So you know that Diesel is a rescue. Oh, thank you very much. You know that Diesel is a rescue. I was told that he was he was an off the track thoroughbred, 13-year-old off the track thoroughbred. That was kind of all that I found out about him. Well, it turns out that he may not be a thoroughbred at all. He actually could very well be a warm blood. I'll tell you more about it later, but I'm like, what? What?
The good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life.
Good morning, shy folk, and welcome to another Old Man Willow Farm vlog. My name is Diane. I run a horse boarding, training, and lesson facility in Oregon in the Willamette Valley. And through the month of February, I have been focused on training my rescue horse for his very first show. And we're going to be doing an eventing show. And I'm super excited. Today is the day that I get my entries in. So I have got the show schedule up here. Let's see. Got to fill out that entry form. I need my eyes. Okay, so the choices that I have, let's just go down here. So it's great because on Friday they have a schooling session where the cross-country course is open. Because this is a training show, the cross-country course is open for schooling. So I'm going to definitely sign up for that since this is a Diesel's very first show. And they start with introductory 18-inch, and then beginner novice is 2'6". Now, I'm not really sure. So I know he would be fine with the 2'6". If it were just a regular jumping course, in fact, when the jumps go up a little bit, he respects them a little bit more. Otherwise, he's a little bit careless and kind of just, his legs go all over the place. But seeing as it's his very first show, it's the first time he's ever doing eventing, his fitness level, because by the time the show comes around, he'll have been in training for 6 weeks. And he started out pretty unfit. So we're going to take it super easy. I think I'm going to go with the introductory 18-inch. So we'll have the training session on Friday. Then we'll have dressage and show jumping on Saturday and eventing on Sunday. So super excited. And then today, he is also going to be clipped. I have someone coming out to clip him, and so we will not be, it's been a real challenge because with his winter coat and working him when I get home from work, when it's already later and getting dark, and then he gets really sweaty and I have to pull him off. So I'm going to have a trace clip done on him. So that way, even though he's turned out and he's out a lot of the time, he'll still have, some coat to keep him warm, but in all the areas where he gets like really sweaty when I work him, we'll take the hair off on those areas. So we've got a busy day today. I also have to work Mr. Merlin, and then I'm going to be working Diesel after his clips. So yeah, hopefully he won't buck me off, because that's a thing for sure. Hey guys, so I am here with this beautiful lady and she is going to clip our boy today. So why don't you introduce yourself? And
my name's Jamie. I'm from Body Clipping by Jamie, and I've been clipping horses for about 10 years.
Very cool. So what made you decide that this was something you want to do? I mean, it's pretty messy, hairy job, right?
Well, that was the thing, is that there was a lot of people that didn't really want to do it for themselves, and and I had learned to do it on my own horses, and fellow boarders would ask me to do it for them, and I realized there was a market for for needing it done. And so I started to advertise it, and I've gotten quite a business. So yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to see how this goes. We don't know if he's ever been clipped before because we don't know his history. So it might be a fun process, but here goes.
Kind of takes the hair away from the hot areas over his jugular vein and his chest, his armpits, his groin, so he can release heat. That's the point of the clip. But we want to leave some hair on as well. Good boy.
What a good boy. So we're back for take 2. We got the first side done, and he's been such a good boy. Look at him. What a good boy. My thinking is, what do you think? Do you think he's ever been clipped before?
I don't think so.
No. And look at him. He's been so good.
You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision and denial to really live breathe in, breathe out.
So do you you just do like short sort of
Honestly, it
strokes
really
over the same area, and
it
then
depends on their skin. Some horses have really elastic skin, and then you kind of have to do really short strokes. Sometimes when they're more round, you can do really long strokes. But I'm just trying to keep it comfortable for him and gauge his comfort level and not overstimulate him.
I'm amazed at how good it's been. Such a good boy. Oh, there's a good boy. You're okay. You're okay. What a good boy. So the reason I chose this clip is because he is out most of the time. And I figured this would be a good one because he still has the top of his neck, keep him warm, and over his back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So of course the full clip, there's like nothing left to keep them warm, so
That would have been too much for him, I think.
yeah. So what other types of clips do you do? So you said this is a trace clip, right?
Yeah, this is what we call a trace clip. I do a bib clip where I would stop right here, so you don't do anything behind. That's for like really young horses or old horses that just need a little bit of hair off. There's pretty much any variation of what you could want for a clip. The less sweating you want, the more hair you take off. Kind of in the sweaty area.
Yeah. And then how would it, so clipping like this then affects how you blanket, right?
Correct. So this clip, I don't have people change a lot of how they would blanket. I would still blanket them the same as you would as if he had all his hair, because it's not that drastic of a change. And he has really short hair anyway.
Yeah.
So, he'd probably be wearing more heavy clothes than one that was really shaggy.
Yeah.
But you do want to make sure that clipped horses are always blanketed, if it's below like 55 degrees.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that some of my students, their horses get really sweaty, but I say to them, if you're working full time and you can't switch out blankets and make sure that they're comfortable, it's better to have to deal with the sweat and cooling them off than to clip them. how good he is having his belly done. Are you a good boy? Yes, you're a good boy. You're my beautiful baby.
Who knows? Maybe he was clipped before.
It took him a little while to...
Yeah.
It's going to be so great not to have to walk and walk and walk with the cooler on to get him to dry off and cool off after I've ridden. Yeah, so in South Africa, most people don't clip their own horses. They pay someone else to clip them. So I've never, ever, in all the years that I've ridden and competed, ever clipped my own horses. I've always had someone else do it.
Kind of like the farrier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here it seems it is more common for people to do their own.
Themselves,
Yeah.
He'll be my 4th horse I did today.
Ah,
Sometimes I do, like, the max amount I'll do is 10 a day.
wow.
Yeah. I did 30 horses last week.
Oh my word.
Yeah, this is a busy time of year, because
Well, I guess
People
your
are
work is seasonal, so you have
Yeah.
to strike while the iron's hot.
correct. Yeah.
Or
So,
cold.
this time of year, people are getting ready to start competing.
Yeah. So how many horses do you like? Because the blades wear out on the clippers, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so it really depends on how clean the horse is, honestly. So he's actually pretty clean. But if the horse is really dirty and muddy, the blades dull a lot faster.
yeah.
And then the blades just come off, and then I can take them to the sharpener and get them sharpened.
Oh, so you can reuse them as
Yeah.
such. Yeah. Hard getting into all those nooks and crannies. So do you do all the way underneath his belly as well?
Yeah, I get right up to the sheath. I do the outside of the sheath also. And I always rub them with my hand first to make sure they know I'm coming, and I'll know if there's going to be a problem with the area that I'm going to touch.
Yeah. Now, is it true or is it a myth that after a horse is being clipped, if you ride them, they're kind of a lot more frisky and?
It's true.
Oh, really?
Very true. Yeah.
Oh dear, I was gonna work him after this, but maybe not.
Yeah. I always recommend people to lunge first before they get on, because, well, and less so with the trace clip, but especially with a full clip where you take away the area under the saddle, they can really, it feels different to them.
Yeah.
And like the girth will feel different anywhere where the tack touches. So I always tell people to pack them up and lunge them first.
Yeah.
But my horse, I've been clipping twice a year for 5 years, and he still acts crazy for a week. Every time.
I wondered about that because I've often heard that, but
Yeah, that's why they don't clip the young horses very much. So they don't give them extra reasons. to
yeah, be
frisky.
fresh and frisky.
Yeah.
We have a Appaloosa baby, Merlin, that we bred, and I actually was working with him before you came. He's just a 2 now. He'll be 3 in May. So he's almost ready to
Start?
to get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. Appaloosas are known to be especially crispy.
Yes. He's a good boy, but he has his moments.
Breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look at the color.
So with the trace clip, do you do part of the face or?
It's up to you.
Okay. Because you can do a full face or you could do just up to the bridle along
Correct.
the cheekbones, right?
Yeah, kind of just at your discretion, whatever you want.
Well, we got the job done. And this is all the beautiful hair that came off and a little poop. So it's time to clean up, get him blanketed. And he was a good boy. And there's our beautiful boy. Right. So this is our first post-clip workout. So we'll see how spicy it's gonna be. Come on, buddy. Are you gonna be a good boy? Or are you gonna be a little spicy? Look how gorgeous he is. Are you gorgeous? Yeah, you're just a gorgeous boy. Walk on. He's so good. I mean, look at him. He's just so good. And trot. 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 Not bad. Trot on. Get moving. Get moving. Good boy. Very nice. I do always lunge anyway before I ride him because it's part of my conditioning. Getting him, hold on. Getting him to stretch out, getting him loosened up. Just letting him work a little bit without my weight in the saddle. Good boy. Walk. Walk on. Very nice. Trot. Trot. Good boy. Trot on. Forward. Come on, use those back legs. Get that body moving. Good boy. Good boy. Forward. One, two, three. Canter. Canter. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Bounce, 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 bounce. Good boy. Very nice. Saddle. 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 Trot on. Don't try and avoid the puddles. Come on. On a nice trot now. Settle back into a rhythm. Good boy. Good boy. Walk. Whoop. What a clever boy. Look at you. No fuss. No fuss at all. Just a good boy. Yeah. Just chillax. Right, so we had a great workout. He was so well behaved. He was so chill. And I am inclined to think that that might be those warm blood genes. Okay, so Jamie, who clipped him, she said to me, "Oh, have you checked his tattoo?" So I was like, "No, none of my racehorses in South Africa that came off the racetrack had tattoos. It didn't even cross my mind." Well, apparently here in the States, it used to be that all racehorses had to be tattooed before, like now they microchip them, but it used to be that they would tattoo them on their upper lip. Well, guess what? He has no tattoo on his upper lip. So it's unlikely that he raced, okay, but he could still be a thoroughbred, right? Well, then she pointed out that he has some color, like he has, the white goes all the way up his legs onto his belly, which is super unusual for a thoroughbred. To have color markings like that. But yeah, so he may not, in fact, be a thoroughbred at all. And the interesting thing was that we're busy chatting about his background and that. And it turns out, she was telling me that the barn that I picked him up from, where he was abandoned, there was a woman who had a number of warm bloods there at that same barn, and they were all confiscated and taken away by animal welfare because of neglect and cruelty. And so, yeah, what are the chances of that? I totally think that this guy was one of her warm bloods, and I have myself a warm blood. This is crazy. Anyway, we'll have to see. We'll have to maybe do a genetic test or something, because I am just dying to know now what his background is, where he came from. He certainly has the chill temperament of a warm blood. I thought he was just like a super, super laid back thoroughbred, but maybe not. Maybe. It's a mystery to solve. Anyway, if you like my channel, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and you can keep following this guy's journey as we build up to our horse show in just a couple of weeks. It's gonna be fun, 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 fun. I'll see you next week.